Beyond the sunset lies the morning, and wedged between the two is total darkness. A pattern of happiness and sorrow woven together into the fabric of life, extending to humanity everywhere and to the small village where our story unfolds.
My name is Karunakaran. I was a teacher in the village. We were so happy, my wife, my children, and I. I had good friends.
வாங்க வீட்டுக்கு காப்பி சாப்பிட்டு போவீங்க.
ஸ்கூலுக்கு நேரம் ஆகுது, நான் சாயங்காலம் வரும்போது வரேன். ஓகேங்களா? மக்கள் பேசும் தமிழில் பொருளற்ற அடுக்கு சொற்கள் மிகுந்திருக்கும். பல்லு கில்லு பேச்சாச்சா, காப்பி கீப்பி சாப்பிட்டாச்சா, வீடு வீடு கிடைக்குமா, மழை கிழை உண்டா என இவ்வாறு வரும் அடுக்கு சொற்கள் பல பல. இவற்றில் முதல் சொல்லுக்கு பொருள் உண்டு, அடுத்து தொகையாக வரும் சொல்லுக்கு பொருள் இல்லை. இதை எழுதுறேன் பாருங்க.
I began to notice strange things happening to me. For instance, I did not realize the tumbler I held was so hot that the coffee scalded my lips. The other day, imagine, I fumbled with the buttons on my shirt. I called out to my wife to help.
சந்திரா சந்திரா கொஞ்சம் வா, இந்த பட்டன் கொஞ்சம் போடவே முடியல.
She scolded me for neglecting my health and not seeing a doctor. I in turn chided her. I knew what to do, and besides, it was late for school.
We are going to learn about snakes. You understand? Snakes. Snake na enna? Very good. S-N-A-K-E-S. Snakes. Snakes are poisonous.
I discovered that my hand was too weak to hold a chalk or write on the blackboard with ease.
People began to notice the change. The same friend who so warmly invited Karnakaran hid behind a tree when he saw him approach.
I noticed that very few children were attending my classes. The headmaster asked to see me. He told me plainly that the parents objected to sending their children to school because they knew I was in the grip of a disease. I was terrified that there was something radically wrong with me. I was afraid even to guess. I had always thought my life was placid like a smooth lake, with an occasional ripple maybe. But on that day, I was in terrible torment. I saw tidal waves, a storm brewing in my life, a tempest. I had to seek medical help. The doctor at Kuttur explained that I had leprosy and advised me to take medicine internally. But I needed to visit the base hospital at Karigiri for the conclusive smear tests. I was told that I would be helped to use my fingers again.
ரெகுலரா சாப்பிட்டா இந்த புதிய மருந்து 6 மாசத்துல குணமாயிடும்.
டாக்டர், இந்த மருந்து சாப்பிட்டா விரல் நேரா வந்துருங்களா?
இல்லங்க, இந்த மாத்திரையை சாப்பிட்டா உடம்புல இருக்கிற இந்த தொழுநோய் கிருமி மட்டும்தான் சாகும். இந்த கையெல்லாம் நல்லா ஆக்கணும்னா ஆப்ரேஷன் செய்யறதுதான் நல்லா ஆகும்.
சரிங்க டாக்டர்.
உங்களை ஃபுல்லா டெஸ்ட் செய்ய வேண்டிய அவசியம் இருக்கு. கரிகரிக்கு அனுப்புறோம்.
The mysterious twists of life, like a train which passes through hilly terrains and dark cavernous tunnels.
Karnakaran. Do sit down. Good morning. Good morning. You're a teacher, Mr. Karnakaran?
Yes, sir.
It's the first time you come here?
Yes.
What is the trouble?
Cannot write, sir. I cannot.
How long have you had your hand in this condition?
10 years, sir.
10 years?
Yes.
Before that, did you have any patches?
Yes, sir. I had some patches.
Where did you have the patches?
I had one ear and one ear, sir.
Did you take any treatment?
Some native treatment I took.
That's all?
That's all.
You never took any tablets from a recognized hospital?
No, sir.
See, this is the tragedy. Now, if we had caught you in the stage of this young fellow here, Gopi, water. You see this little chap? All he has got is one patch here, and one patch here. Now we can offer him a complete cure, no problem, because he has come early. Problem here is, Mr. Karnakaran, the 2 of your 3 nerves here are destroyed, and so you are unable to extend these fingers without assistance, and you have got a paralysis, and we will have to do a tendon transfer to correct this paralysis. This means you first have to have some physiotherapy, then we do an operation, and we make use of another muscle to restore these fingers to good condition, and another one to bring this thumb like that so that you can hold a chalk piece nicely. Can you see that? Yes? Those are the 2 things we must do. For that, you must come into the hospital for an operation, and it will take about 2 months of hospitalization. Show me your feet. Good. Show me your chapel, the right hand chapel, right foot. You see this? You see this? Can you see those things here? Look at that. Can you see that?
Yes.
That thorn is right inside your chapel because this thorn is constantly pricking there. In a little time you may even get an ulcer. Have your smears done.
smear examination for leprosy germs is a simple but valuable test for detecting whether the patient is harboring the germs in his skin. In Karunakaran's case, the smear was negative and showed that due to the defense put up by the immune system, few bacilli remain.
And now Karunakaran comes to the operating table. The aim of this operation is to restore the function of the hand by replacing the paralyzed muscles by muscles which are not paralyzed. Here the edge of the tendon is being identified and cleaned. The mechanics is being restored. There are 20 muscles in the palm, and we are trying to replace 20 paralyzed muscles by just 2 forearm muscles. The palm is being opened so as to redirect the graft slips into the fingers. Here is the graft material which has been removed from the thigh of the patient and is now being joined to the end of the active muscle which is going to replace the paralyzed ones. The graft has been passed into the palm. The graft is divided into 4 slips, 1 for each of the 4 fingers. One for the index, the long, the ring, and the little finger. The tendon graft is being fixed to the original insertion of the paralyzed muscle, replacing the paralyzed muscle with the active muscle from the forearm. Now this operation involves the use of a muscle for a new purpose. And in order that the patient can use his hand, he must learn how to contract the muscle at the correct time. 3 weeks in plaster, and now he is learning the exercise of moving the new muscle. It's quite an effort. Having learnt the exercise, he learns how to apply it in the activities of daily living. Screwing a nut onto a bolt, holding a pen. The foot is also repaired, and when the foot is repaired, he must once again learn to use the foot. The eye. This patient had a paralysis of his eye-closing muscles. He is learning to use the new muscle that has been used. And the foot again is being re-educated. The patient has to relearn walking. This pair of chappals is not a luxury, it is a medical prescription. It is designed to protect your feet. This piece of rubber, which we have attached in the middle here, is designed to distribute the weight in the normally non-weight bearing part of the shoe. And the sole is, of course, microcellular rubber, which is soft. It is provided with a hard rubber, the tire sole on the outside, which will prevent thorns from penetrating through and injuring the foot. The straps are also designed so that the foot remains firmly cuddled in the shoe and there is no shifting of the weight because that would affect the distribution that we have provided for here. See this foot. See those cracks in the heel. Look at them all. See in the toe here, more cracks, and there is a hard callus here. If you do not look after this and keep the skin in good condition, the foot will be shortened and you will destroy the front of your foot. Here in the heel you are liable to get an ulcer. You must soak your feet every day in soap water and ensure that the texture of the skin is smooth like your hand. It should be as smooth as that. Now here is your chapel. We will give you that chapel and you must put on this chapel every time you leave your house.
I approached the headmaster for my old job at the school, now that I was well again. But I was refused on the grounds that the parents would object.
I am very sorry, sir. உங்க இடத்துல ஒரு வாத்தியாரை போஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டோம்.
I could not even buy a cup of tea at the tea stall. I was the object of social stigma. I was ostracized by society. I found this more painful than the actual disease itself. I was turned away before I could knock at an office for a job.
தொழுநோய் வந்துவிட்டது என்பதற்காக துவண்டு விடுவதில் அர்த்தமே இல்லை. தொழுநோய் என்பது பரம்பரை வியாதி அல்ல. அதை கண்டு பயப்பட வேண்டியதில்லை. உன் உருவத்தை கண்டு ஊரார் வெறுக்கலாம், உற்றார் மறக்கலாம். ஆனால் உள்ளத்தில் உறுதியை கொண்டாடு. உனக்கென்று ஒரு தொழிலை கற்றுக்கொண்டு உலகத்தில் முன்னேறு.
One day, I was idly watching a television program along with others in the community. The program, by sheer coincidence, was on leprosy rehabilitation. Suddenly, it occurred to me that I should learn a new vocation. I was flooded with determination. I would stand on my own feet. Yes, society would accept me when I began to contribute. Very slowly, I learned to type. In time, I graduated to running my own typewriting school. Even the village school headmaster called on me, requesting me to take up my old job. The die was cast. There was no question of going back. Today, I am a respected member of society and have survived the turning point in my life. Beyond the storm, I found the rainbow.
Leprosy can be eradicated provided better living standards are extended, like clean water supply, improved housing, nutritious diets, and inclusion of personal hygiene, without which leprosy is here to stay. Out of the 40 lakh persons afflicted with leprosy in India, only 1/3 have registered at centers and are receiving treatment. The devastating effects of physical deformities can be avoided with early detection and treatment, for this is the main cause of the painful stigma of leprosy. Society, in turn, has to be educated to accept these cured persons as useful members of the community instead of treating them as social outcasts. With leprosy, you have a past. With treatment, you have a future.